Sonic the Hedgehog for the Commodore 64 is a homebrew port of the Master System version of Sonic 1 that was developed by Mr. Sid and released in December 2021. This sort of console platforming experience is quite the rarity on the C64, and as a result the game requires a little extra oomph to run on real hardware. 256KB of RAM is needed at minimum, so the use of a RAM expansion cart and third-party devices like a Turbo Chameleon are pretty necessary. Fortunately, the game can also be played under emulation. But here it is! 8-bit Sonic 1 running on a computer that really isn't fit for it. Despite some colour and resolution differences, this is a near like-for-like port of the game with some minor tweaks in Bridgestone Act 2 and Jungle Zone Act 2. The forced scrolling has been removed from Bridgestone Act 2, and if I'm going to be honest, I think this was a bad move. Without the forced scrolling, Bridgestone Act 2 loses all its identity and most importantly its challenge. The stage is now ridiculously easy and over very quickly without the forced scrolling, and while it's fun to see what the stage is like without it, I think players should have been able to choose if they wanted it or not. It could have been implemented like a Sonic 3 Air toggle in an extras menu, but alas, we're stuck with it. Jungle Zone Act 2 also features a major change in the form of the bottom of the stage no longer locking in place vertically as you move upwards and becoming an instant death if you fall down. This mirrors the way the stage plays in the Game Gear version, although I did notice that if you didn't make it across these falling platforms, you can't get them to reappear by moving off screen and then coming back, requiring you to lose a life on purpose to proceed. The big draw for me was the remix soundtrack, which now makes use of the iconic SID chip, and it's wonderful hearing these C64 interpretations of the Yuzo Koshiro classics. The SID chip has one of the most instantly recognisable sounds in retro computing history, and it's so much fun hearing what it does to the Sonic 1 soundtrack. Sonic the Hedgehog by Mr. Sid is a fascinating development that showcases just how powerful the C64 can be when taken advantage of correctly. Would I recommend it over the Master System game? Probably not, but if you're a C64 owner looking for something new to play, then this is an easy recommendation because it's a fantastic platformer that has aged beautifully, and it's a real showcase piece for the C64 that you'll want to see to believe. Interestingly, this is not the only port of 8-bit Sonic 1 in development, as an Amstrad GX4000 release of the game is also in the works by coders No Recess and Condense. More information on this port can be found in the video description, and we're hoping to cover it in more depth when it eventually makes it to public release.